Hey everyone, I'm Jack Fossett, and today we are checking out the RAF2 pickup set from Righteous Sound. Hey folks, welcome to the channel and thank you for tuning in to this review of this great PAF style humbucker set from Righteous Sound pickups. These pickups are perfect for my 335 and they've kind of pulled the guitar out of the doldrums, which I'm very excited about because this has been one of my favorite guitars for quite a while. Now you might say, okay, well, if it was in the doldrums, how was it your favorite guitar? It's a 335. It's always had good pickups in it, and it's just beautiful. I love 335s, and you know, that's certainly a type of guitar that I could use exclusively for the rest of my life and not miss anything else. They just sound phenomenal. They're, you know, beautiful in styling. The pickups that were in it before, first had it with the stock pickups, and then I had a set of pickups from another company, and they were good pickups. So why did these pickups kind of save it? Why did they sort of pull it out and bring it up to something better? It really just has to do with a top-end presence that still maintains the warmth and character and voice of the classic PAF. 335s are so beautiful and rich, and they sit in a very warm territory, which sometimes, if you don't have the right pickups for it, can not have enough articulation and can lose something, particularly in a full band setting. They just don't have a lot of cut to them. You know, that was particularly true with the 57 Classics that came with it, and then the other pickup set that I had in there were, you know, great pickups, but just didn't give it enough bite. Now, you might say, okay, well, why not use, you know, just an EQ pedal? You certainly can use an EQ pedal to help you get there, but I don't want to have to be reliant on one. And what I had happen, this was a little over a year ago, I had taken it out to play in a big band setting. We were playing at this big theater, and I was playing into my Super Reverb. 335 into Super Reverb is like one of my absolute favorite guitar amp combinations ever. And I just wasn't hearing it in the band mix. I knew I was loud enough. Now we were rehearsing at sound check. We were just kind of tightening up some of the hinges on a few songs. We get to the end of one song, and I didn't know that the band was going to do a hard stop, so I let my chord ring out, whereas everyone stopped. Now, right when the rest of the band stopped, and my chord was ringing out, I immediately went, "Oh, okay. Well, that's where my sound is. That's where my volume is." It was big. It was just that it was all this kind of like lower mid-range without enough top-end bite. So all it was doing was kind of adding to the noise of the band without really sitting in a good sonic territory. Now, obviously, the Super Reverb has a lot of bass to it. It's, you know, maybe there could have been better amps for that situation. So I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying I made the best decision there in general. In fact, I wound up using a different guitar for the performance that was coming up afterwards. But my point is that the guitar should have enough top end bite, or should be able to have enough top end bite to alleviate that, to sit in a mix well. Now, I have the RAF1 set in one of my Gibson SGs, and that guitar had been on the fritz for a while. It had a truss rod issue, which I don't even want to get into because I'm just going to upset myself. And when I finally got it back from getting the truss rod issue, I plugged it in compared to some of my other guitars, and I was just like, oh, it's just got this beautiful clarity, but it still sounds like PAFs. And that was the first iteration of the RAF set from Righteous Sound Pickups. So I spoke to Josh, and he and I talk, and he's a wonderful guy, great pickup designer and builder, you know, family man. And I was like, hey, I'd really love to try out the RAF2 for my 335. Is that something you'd be into? We decided to do it as a collaborative review, so this is a sponsored review, although I was, fully prepared to just go ahead and get those pickups and everything, so take that for what it's worth. I sought this set out specifically because I thought these will be great for this guitar and alleviate that problem that I've had with it. And I do want to just say, by the way, this is a little off topic, the install went well. Okay, but seriously, if you've ever rewired a semi-hollow body guitar, that's like, okay, that's some good jujubes right there for this pickup set and this guitar, because that can be a 2-drink minimum job rewiring a semi-hollow body guitar. It went well and it worked the first time. It was really amazing. But it feels like these pickups have just brought the guitar more to life. There's a little bit more of that sparkle, a bit more of that top end, and that opens up the guitar for more situations. If I was playing in that big band situation again and using the super reverb, I could take this guitar out now and it would actually work in that situation, whereas before I had to find something else. But again, it didn't lose the PAF quality or just the general 335 quality. It just gave it, more openness and more of an ability to use it in that setting. I'm just absolutely thrilled with it. And that's why I kind of say, these pickups really saved the guitar. And again, this is one of my favorite guitars. I love this guitar. You should probably notice, I haven't used it in videos much. And part of that's why it's just the other pickups in it, even though they were good pickups, they just didn't quite have that kind of sonic punch or cut or top end that I wanted them to have. And these just have brought the guitar back to life. So today I'm plugging into my Fender Basement, which I also just got back thanks to Discordia Audio, who is a local place who build pedals, build amplifiers, and do amp repairs for me, and they're great. And that amp has been on the fritz for a while too. So another great pairing. 335 into a Fender Basement. And for the overdriven tones, I'm using my Brown Amplification Carbon X, which is a dual blues breaker style overdrive, just using one side of it right now. You've just heard the neck pickup clean. Now we're going to do the neck, middle, and bridge on all the settings. You've heard the neck clean. Now we're going to hear it overdriven and then clean and overdriven on the other pickup settings. Please let us know what you think. I am going to put a link to Righteous Sound where you can get these pickups or other sets of pickups from them in the description. I'm Jack Fossett. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.